Hi, I'm Emily Watkins, and this is the WBFO Disabilities Beat. Earlier this month, I joined mental health advocates as they went to Albany to advocate for voluntary, peer-led services in New York State's budget. While the governor had proposed expanding who could be involuntarily committed, the legislature has decided to omit those changes in their proposed budget. One of the people I met who was speaking out on this issue was Ruth Lowenkron, the director of the Disability Justice Program at New York Lawyers for the Public Interest. She shared a bit of her own personal story.
Can you tell me a little bit about why specifically you spoke out on involuntary commitment, voluntary services, peer-led services today? Why are those so important?
Sure. Again, a piece of it comes from my own backgrounds. When my sister was voluntarily committed into a hospital in Connecticut, and I went there to visit her, that really, I'd already been very active in the space, but seeing it firsthand, that really pushed me to be the loud voice that I am, the real deprivation of rights in that context. And again, she was there voluntarily. But to think that somebody would end up in circumstances where they have lost all of their independence, their rights to choose what kind of medication, to choose when to go to bed, to choose what to eat, any of those things taken away, something very wrong with that. And of course, over the years, I've done a lot of reading in the space, and it just simply is not the answer. We want to ensure that people choose the areas of treatment that they avail themselves of, choose the kind of social services that they need. We have to offer it as a society, but then we have to make it available by choice. And the idea that we would force somebody into a space which so often is so degrading, it's wrong-headed. And what we know is that people who are committed over objection are more likely to be treatment resistant. Stands to reason, right? If someone tells you, you must do this, and you end up having to do it over objection, chances are quite good that you're not going to like what was happening to you and not want to repeat that again. And so you're going to stay undercover and not really allow yourself to get whatever minimal services are available in a commitment kind of a circumstance. So it's from my experiences, but also from reading what the professionals have to say.
What do you hope for your sibling? Like, what are your hopes for her life and the resources she has when she needs them?
I guess the main thing I hope for is that she has the supports when she needs them. She has a very good network. Did you want me to answer it personally? Is that what you're saying? Okay. So my sister in particular has a very strong network of friends, so that's important. She has 2 sisters who love her to death and will do whatever they can for her. And I think it's all about that. And if you think about that inset model, that peer bridger model, it's very akin to that sense of friends and family who are there to support you when you need it, and to show you where the professionals might be, if you need professionals, where the various services are, and be there for them to call you. I think that's key.
The mentioned Peer Bridger program is meant to prevent readmission to a psychiatric hospital. The program provides peer support, resources, and planning from the point someone is admitted to a hospital through discharge and as they transition to being out of the hospital. The legislature has signaled support for expanding Medicaid coverage for peer-led services in New York State Office of Addiction Services and Supports, certified and inpatient programs. Stay tuned. We have a special episode of What's Next today, going in-depth on the push for peer-led services. We'll also continue to bring you the latest on the budget in the weeks to come here on the WBFO Disabilities Beat. You can listen to the Disabilities Beat segment on demand, view a transcript and plain language description for every episode on our website at WBFO.org. I'm Emily Watkins. Thanks for listening.